Hey guys, how we doing today? Hope you guys are having a good day. It's been a minute since I've uploaded. Been around maybe a little bit over a week. Um, just been busy. Busy doing work, setting up for school, all the other stuff. But hope we're doing okay. Um, I don't know if I'm gonna upload this on the day before Halloween or on Halloween itself. But if it's Halloween, then hope you guys are being safe. It depends on how old my audience is. Hope you guys are partying, but not partying too hard. Um, just been about. I want to talk about like a kind of a niche thing. I feel like recently it's probably been more popular now, but I feel like it's important to talk about just uh, journaling and how that low key got me out of like a very depressive state. And so, I guess to start in context, I used to have, or I have this journal that I've had since. Sheesh, let me look. I've had it since 2019, and so we're in 2025. I've had this for a couple years now. 21, 2, 3, 4, around 6 years now, and I started it when I was in middle school, and just kind of looking back on these like journal entries and just seeing kind of what my mind was at the time is a little interesting to say the least. But I remember that I specifically started journaling because there was a lot of things going on in my life at the time, and I wanted a way to sort of get my thoughts out without going into therapy or anything like that. Journaling to me always felt like a form of therapy, and at the start I didn't really believe that journaling could help. At first I thought that it was just kind of something that you would see in videos for like people doing like self-improvement, things like that, mental health, yada yada. I didn't really see it as important, and so because of that I didn't take it seriously. There's like if you check my journal, there's some gaps in my writings, but I think it's kind of cool to just kind of look at and see kind of what I wrote at the time, kind of where my mind was. I do remember that it wasn't until like last year that I really started focusing in and kind of really writing down everything that happens, writing down my thoughts, things like that. At the start, this journal was kind of an everything journal. I would write like journal entries. I would write my feelings. I would write like to-do lists, exercise plans, budgeting, things like that. This journal was literally used for everything, but I never used it often. That was the purpose of the journal, but I never used it for that reason. But like I said, I started it because like I was going through a rough time, specifically just relationship problems. And so because of that, I needed a way to kind of write about it. And so I did with this journal. And so starting from last year, I started documenting it pretty consistently. I would say I started talking about it kind of every few days. Definitely a lot more consistent than it was when I started. At the start, it would be like a yearly thing. I had one entry from like 2019, one from 2020, and one from 2022. That's it. After that, I don't really have anything else until 2024. So I didn't really take it too seriously. But after 2024 started, I did start locking in. Kind of started just thinking that, hey, maybe I should just do something, but it's been a rough kind of path, and so I'm just talking smack right now. A lot of these videos aren't really scripted, so it's a little weird for me to just I'm just kind of winging it, kind of letting my mind flow. So sorry about the randomness in my speech. But, okay, back to topic. Journals. I realized that the key for me, at least for me, to stay consistent in journaling was to just not be hard on myself. I think there was a point where I really was. I was like, hey, I need to be consistent, so let me try to write every single day. And then when I didn't write every single day, I would feel like shit. I would feel terrible, and then I would be like, oh, like I failed, so like I'm gonna stop journaling because I already failed like my task. My goal was to write every day, and I already failed. So why would I even keep going? So after that, a way to that I kind of combated it was to just kind of take it slower and be like, hey, just write when you want to write. Write, be kind of consistent. I kind of keep it now to at least once or twice a week. If I write more, then I write more. It depends. Like if I'm in a very emotional state, then I'll write a lot more than if I'm not in an emotional state. Or if I'm busy, then I won't write as much. So that's kind of how I got used to journaling. And I guess it's also really, really nice to kind of have a record of everything. And just kind of look back at your past self. It's kind of a way of being able to look back at the past. And at least for me, I feel like I express my true self in my journal. So I can like really look back and see like who I was at that point in time. And I'm specifically seeing that now, since I told you I started seriously journaling last year. So now I'm kind of getting to the point where in the year where I can kind of look back at this specific day and see what I wrote on this day last year and kind of what I was going through and what I was feeling and just the things that were going on in my life then. And I think that's really cool. I find that really interesting just as a form of like self-reflection, because you never know, like shit happens. Maybe you go down the wrong path or other conflicts happen and you kind of need some guidance and shit. Who better to give you guidance than yourself? You know, you can always look back. Maybe you thought of something one way and now you don't, or maybe you kind of had it right before and now you're lost. Like I said, it's a form of self-reflection and a form of therapy that I personally think is way better than like natural therapy, if that makes sense, like standard therapy. But I do know that therapy is good for like the people that need it. You know, I'm not dissing it. I'm just saying for me, maybe it's the fact that I just grew up very traditional and something. I don't know. I just don't like therapy. And so to me, I guess my way of like coping with it is a journal. And so, like I said, recently, like now my journal is kind of just a diary. It's only really like entries about feelings and things like that. But before, like I said, you can use your journal for like many other things. Writing down thoughts, planners, budgeting. You can do it. Your journal can be whatever you want. I think that's the beauty of the journal, and also it makes it kind of hard to like start. Is that you can do so much with it that you kind of don't know what to do, because it's like you just get like blank sheets of paper and you're just kind of like, what the fuck do I do with it now? So I just kind of wanted to talk about it because, like I said, I'm getting to that period where like I'm looking back on these entries, just trying to self-reflect and see kind of where and we're also reaching the end of the year as well. Just kind of where have I strayed, or where have I done good? You know, have I improved as a person over the last year, or have I kind of gone astray? You know, so I think I've been just kind of in that self-reflective type of mood, and which is why I wanted to record this, just because I don't know, it feels just different, and I feel like the last video got a lot of support, and I really appreciate that from all of you, from the few people that watched it. I think it's really motivating to kind of keep going, but it's just I don't want to just like half-ass my videos, if that makes sense. I mean, I definitely need to get better at editing, but I don't want to half-ass my videos, or at least try put some effort into them. And so let me know what you guys think. Let me know what I should talk about, any things you guys are interested in, responses. You know, journaling for me was, I think, a period of time where like I changed for the better. I think after I started journaling, I started becoming more understanding of people and just more self-reflective and just a more aware person. I feel like that's kind of where I started maturing a little bit more. And so I hope my experience with it could help maybe one of you guys. And maybe if you guys are going through like a rough time, I know it definitely helped me go through a rough time. Specifically like breakups, family issues, things like that. It got really, really bad to the point where like I can genuinely say that like journaling definitely played a part in like low key saving my life. Like just like it's insane to think about, but that one small thing can do that. But I think the key to like making journaling work is that you just have to like not be harsh on yourself. It has to come naturally. You have to have like journal, have, even if you don't think of journaling, let's say you want to try it, just know like, hey, like if I'm not consistent, or if I like mess up, or if I'm kind of disinterested, that's fine. Don't be so crazy hard don't go too hard into journaling at one point, because you're gonna run out of shit to say. You're gonna run out of like motivation, and you're not gonna do it anymore. So you just kind of want to just ease into it. Let it come naturally. If you don't write for a week, doesn't matter. Fuck it. If you write like every day, then that's cool too. If that's your thing, that's your thing. Use it for whatever you want to do. It's therapy to me. I think it's a form of therapy, and I think it can help someone out too. Although, last thing before I leave, because this video is getting kind of long and I got to start editing and everything. Thank you for all the support. I've been trying to make this work. Like I said, I'm going to try to keep working. I've been trying to buy some things sort of slowly to help improve my videos. And I don't know if after 100 subscribers or 200 subscribers, I'm going to do a little giveaway. Nothing crazy, nothing insane. Maybe just like some PlayStation or Xbox gift cards. I don't know, something like nothing crazy, because I don't got money like that, but just to kind of show support, or maybe some other thing for like a giveaway. I don't know. We'll see. But other than that, let me know what your guys' thoughts are on journaling, how it helped you. If you haven't journaled, why not? Like, is there something stopping you? Or maybe if you are journaling and you're struggling, let me know. Let me know what the struggles are, and let's help each other out. Give more ideas in the comments. And I mean, besides that, happy Halloween if I upload this on Halloween. If not, then enjoy the rest of your day.